I thought I was doing everything right for retirement. I wasn't. I saved consistently. I invested regularly. I followed the advice everyone gives. But one day, I decided to do something simple. I tested the plan, and the numbers told a very different story. Here's the problem with retirement planning. Most people focus on saving money, but very few people ever actually test whether their plan works. We assume that if we invest long enough, everything will work out. But retirement doesn't work like that. It's not just one number. It's income, expenses, inflation, taxes, and time. When you actually run those numbers together, the results can be surprising. When I first ran my own retirement numbers, I realized something uncomfortable. I had been investing for years, but I had never actually tested whether my retirement plan would work. And I'm not alone. Many people assume they're on track simply because they're saving and investing. But saving and investing alone doesn't guarantee that the plan works. Most retirement advice focuses on a single number. You've probably heard it before. Just save $1 million. But retirement doesn't actually work that way, because the real question isn't, how much money will I have? The real question is, will that money produce enough income for long enough to support the life I want? Those are very different questions. In reality, there are a few variables that determine whether retirement works. First is income. How much income will your savings produce each year? Second is expenses. What will your life actually cost in retirement? Third is external factors such as inflation, rates of return, and taxes. These don't stay the same over the course 20 or 30 years. And fourth is time. How long does the plan need to last? When those four things interact, the outcome can change dramatically. Two people with the same savings can have completely different retirement outcomes. One plan works, the other fails. The challenge is that most people never actually run the numbers. Spreadsheets quickly become complicated. Simple calculators don't account for your personal situation. Things like where you live, your spending, and your timeline. And hiring a financial advisor can be expensive, so most people never test their plan. They either assume it will all work out in the end, or they put it off until it's too late. This is the exact problem that led me to start using Tomo. It's a simple way to test whether a retirement plan actually works. You enter a few key numbers, things like your current savings, your contributions, your expected retirement age, your expenses, and then you can see whether the plan will actually produce the income you need. Because retirement isn't just about how much you save, it's about how your money, spending, and time actually work together. Not just a single number, but a plan built around your life. And whether the numbers actually work. Because the real goal isn't saving a number. The goal is creating a retirement plan that works for you. The biggest shift for me was realizing this. Retirement planning doesn't have to be complicated, expensive, or based on guessing. When you have the right tools, you can actually test your plan and adjust it as life changes. You can see what's possible. You can make better decisions earlier, and you can start to feel more confident about your future. Because in the end, the real value of a plan isn't a number. It's knowing where you stand and feeling good about the path ahead. And sometimes, the answer is different than people expect. If you're curious whether your own retirement plan actually works, the good news is you can test your numbers in just a couple minutes. There's a link to Tomo in the description below. Because when it comes to retirement, the most important question isn't how much you've saved. It's whether the plan actually works.